Hello everyone, this is Daniel with Coin Help You, and thanks for watching my latest video. Today we're going to unbox the latest NCG submission. This is the coin that was in a previous video that I had up, and it came back not genuine. And of course I knew it wasn't a genuine gold coin, but it weighs almost the same as a half dime, and it's a half dime size and thinness. If this coin didn't weigh similar to a half dime, you know, I can identify a planchet with this, I probably wouldn't have sent it off. The people who own this coin, they brought it in the shop and they wanted to send it off. They wanted to try. So that was another reason. Typically I wouldn't even send coins off like this because it's, you know, they're going to be counterfeits. Here's a nice 2-cent piece. It's the 1864 large motto, and I'll let you guess what grade you think this is or what you think is going on with the coin. And as I go through here, I'm going to focus as best I can for you. You know, and if you like, you can write down the grade of each one of these before I reveal it and see how close you are. It'd be great to see in the comments exactly how good you guys are at your grading. So we'll look one more time at this obverse, which looks really nice. The hint on this one's going to be what the reverse looks like. And it really wasn't a surprise to me from the reverse that they graded this coin uncirculated details, cleaned. So it's basically an uncirculated coin, but it had been cleaned at one time and it has retoned, and that was obvious on the reverse. We have another here, and I posted this one in the group. I don't know if you can see the toning on it, and I'll turn it a little bit. And there really wasn't, the condition of this coin wasn't really a mystery to me. Try to get the collars. It's actually really pretty. I mean, the coin is darker, but you get a little bit of light on it. It's pretty. It's a really nice coin. And here's the reverse of it. Try to get you a little bit on the toning here. There we go. And you kind of get an idea. It's a coin that a lot of people would be interested in just because of the toning. Yeah. But anyways, it also was uncirculated details cleaned. Copper is usually played with in the past, and it's hard to find coins like this that are really nice that haven't retoned or been cleaned at one time. And that's a couple examples of coins I knew would be details. I knew they were questionable toning, or at least questionable that they were cleaned at one time and then retoned. Chemicals can be used to tone copper. Typically they'll turn purple, usually when you see that. Next coin is a proof. It's a proof 3-cent piece. It's actually 3-cent silver to be exact, and try to get it focused in there. You know, it's a pretty coin. It has a little bit of collar to it. Yeah, like I said, you can see a little bit of the collar on it. It's a really small coin. It's real hard to focus in on. It was proof details. Now, one thing about NCG that I noticed, you take a coin that's proof details. Okay, proof's not a grade. We know it's a proof. But is it unk detail proof or is it a circulated proof? You can't tell in this holder. And that's one of the only things, one of the little cons about NCG that I've noticed. I would rather than put proof unk details or proof AU details or proof extra fine details, because proof is just the finish on the die. It's not a grade. So that's basically, you want to know if it's been circulated or not. It looks like it's not been circulated, and I think that's what this means. So I think maybe I might have seen an NCG holder with proof AU details. I'm not sure, but just to keep the questions from coming up, it's probably best to put unk if it is uncirculated. So next is a 5-cent shield nickel, and try to focus in for you. This coin's pretty nice, pretty good condition, and a little darker as far as that's concerned, and there's a reason for that. It's almost uncirculated details cleaned. I knew that it was going to have a cleaning on it. There are some lines on it that you probably couldn't see in the video there. And you know, it's unfortunate. It's just, it just lowers the value. You just shouldn't clean your coins. I did a video on how there are different types of cleaning. Some are just brightening a coin or removing something that's unnatural on top of the original striking layer. And then there's the cleaning that gets into the striking layer and actually removes metal. That is when you are harshly cleaning a coin, and that should never be done. Now here is another one that I knew was cleaned, but I wanted to get it in a holder because I knew that it had some really nice details to it. I knew that this coin, you can see the lines I believe on this one. Try to focus in for you. And you know, it's really nice. It's a nice coin to have anyways. You know, and I didn't really mean to reveal anything about it, but AU details. There you go, almost uncirculated from 1833. Probably one of my favorite little coins in the submission, cleaned or not. It's just a nice little coin. And I like the half dimes. Those are really cool. Here's one, and this is a nickel, 1937. Anybody want to guess why this was sent off? It's a 1937D to be exact. Yep, you got it. It's the 3-leg. One of the things about the 3-leg, the 3-leg happened because the dies had wear on them, and the mint, the Denver Mint, is well known for trying to refinish the dies so that they can continue to use them in striking. They did it with the 22 no D cent. They've done the 3.5 leg 1936D, and to name just a couple, and they did the 37D. And one of the ways you know that this is authentic, it looks like there's a little bit of die fatigue, a little bit of metal movement, and it makes it look like that the buffalo is taking a pee. And that's one of the ways to know. And you know, obviously there's altered coins. You want to look really close at this area where there's no leg at and make sure that that is missing from the die, not just the coin. So that's a little reveal on that one. Is an AU Details coin. It's almost uncirculated. They have the averse scratched on it. And you know, obviously these coins, you know it, but you want to make sure you get them in a holder sometimes, because some of these coins are just, you know, worth getting in a holder. Some people might have thought this coin was extra fine whenever it's actually AU, and that gives you a better price point when you are trying to sell it, because an AU Details coin in, let's say AU 50 is, you know, $650. If someone thinks it's extra fine, they're going to try to get this coin for $350, $400. You know, so that's kind of important. You know, get that in a holder. And here's another one. And this one here is really dark. It's going to be hard to see in these images. This is an 1877 Indian cent. And you know, it's not the nicest looking coin. As you can see, the details there a little bit on it. I try my best to give it, just, but it's so dark. So here I'll reveal it is actually fine details, scratches. It has scratches on it. I knew that it had scratches on it, but now you got the fine details on it. People don't think it's very good, or there's no argument over the details on the coin, at least what, you know, alpha grade it is. Because you know, we use alpha numeric. Well, they don't use the numeric on these problem coins, NGC nor PCGS do. So we just put the alpha on it. We know it's fine, and you can decide on what fine grade you want to sell it for, or you want to sell it for very good 10 grade or very good 8. Some dealers will try to pay you that for it. You can go to the coin shows, or some collectors will try to pay that for it. One of the ways to find out how much it'll sell for is to go to an eBay sold auctions and heritage sold auctions and find out what they've sold for and find details. Here's a Walking Liberty half dollar, and it's a 1918D, a Denver Mint mark on it. And you know, as I said, I'm just bringing these coins out. I'm going from the smallest denomination up to the largest denomination, and we're at the half dollars. A lot of these coins, you know, were problem coins. And AU Details on this one, almost uncirculated. You know, and as I say on these, the argument is it actually cleaned, or is it actually AU? Is it AU 50, or is it AU 58, or is it really mint state? Getting it in a holder like this helps eliminate some of the argument. And that's the reason why a lot of these were sent off. And some of them were sent off. I had a couple of them, people bringing them in the door, and I'm telling them that they're, you know, there's something wrong with them, and they're not believing me. You know, and I try to tell them, and that these are coins that are precious to them, and they cannot believe that someone would have cleaned on them, or there was mess with them, or that it would devalue them. And here is another coin that's really nice. This one is. I got it focused in there for you. And you know, the luster on it has a little bit of the toning on it. And you know, the way it almost looks like, you know, it would be cleaned. So this was one of the coins that you wanted to send off and you hope for the best and you get the best. So mint state 62 and 1876 seeded $50. Like I said, it's a really nice coin. You get it in hand, it's a lot nicer than it is in these images. I wish I could show you a little bit better in these images how nice this coin looks. There's a little bit of light on it. That's better. It's a really nice looking coin there. Here we have a trade dollar, 1878 S. And it's a really nice coin. To me, it looked almost uncirculated, and I saw some problems on the coin. And I was correct. Had some reverse graffiti, AU details. But for whatever reason, this coin here looks like it could be problem free. I don't disagree with the obverse graffiti, it's there. But when you look at the coin, it just has that eye appeal to it. The kind of eye appeal you want to see on a trade dollar. You know, despite the little scratches. Here is a Morgan dollar. It's the 1902 S. And it's not a bad looking coin. It's a better date. Semi-key, especially when you get in the higher grades. And you can guess the grade, put it down there however you want to do it, if you're interested in doing that. And it got AU 58. A lot of times when you look at a coin like this, it has a lot of marks on it. Some people think, no, that's AU 50, that's extra fine. It's not how it works in the grading world. The amount of wear a coin has determines AU 58 versus AU 55. You know, marks don't help, but this coin has AU 58 wear. It has wear just on the high points, which is just in the hair, and a little bit on the cheek, and then jawbone, and then on the breast feathers. That's where you look for wear. And it was determined that the missing luster was just a minute amount, just enough to cause it to be almost uncirculated. The next one is in a GSA holder. It's an 1885 CC. This is a really nice looking coin here. A lot of nice luster to it, natural. And yes, the grade on this one as well. It did pretty good. It got a mint state 63. 1908 no motto. This is the St. Gaudens. This is a very desirable gold coin. These are really nice coins to get. Nice chunk of gold. And maybe you can guess what NGC thought about this one here. If you can kind of focus in on it maybe a little bit better. There we go. They gave it verse scratched, unk details. So it's uncirculated, but it's been scratched, so they gave it a details grade. And that's unfortunate. This is a really nice coin, but as you can see, the scratches are very easy to see on the coin. That's just no mystery on that one. This one here is a gold eagle, and yeah, it's a really nice coin, $50 gold eagle. It's from 1986. It's got the Roman numerals on it, and it's a pretty nice looking coin here. A lot of people send these off, they want to get that 70s grade, and it didn't get it this time. Mint state 69, so it's the closest to the best grade you can get. Here's a 1926 O Chile. It's 100 peso. It's a pretty nice little coin. It's got a lot of marks on it. Try to guess the grade on that one. See what they gave it. A little bit of luster on it. Always nice. Gold coins are always nice in these holders. NGC gave it a mint state 61. And that's a pretty nice looking coin there. There you have it. Thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, comment, and have a great day.